What up, Forward family? It's BigBossFabo, Forward Fabian. I'm back with a video for the channel, man. I'm actually doing a reaction to Lil Durk and Alicia Keys' therapy session and Pelle Code, Nick. Official video, man. Pelle, man. Bro actually got a song called Pelle Code, bro. Them Chicago boys in this Pelle, man. They always rocking the Pelle. Chief Keef and them made Pelle real popular, or they gave it a resurgence when they came out. And Durk always rocking them clean Pelle jackets, bro. That's the thing. When you famous, you can rock FUBU. Everybody's gonna start rocking it. It doesn't matter if it's outdated. When you famous, you set trends. You rock things, people will rock them just because. But nah, this is an interesting combination. Alicia Keys and Lil Durk. I've been watching Empire, and I'm new to the whole Empire thing. I know it's an old show, but Alicia Keys, man, I just passed the episode where Alicia Keys was on it. Yeah. It's a beautiful woman right there. You know what I'm saying? But this is an interesting collaboration. I never thought I'd see the day where Lil Durk would do a collab with Alicia. But Lil Durk definitely been doing his thing, no doubt about it. He's trending currently. Obviously, he did the interview with DJ Academics, where DJ Academics only had young boy questions for him. All he wants to do is instigate and start a beef. But I think I watched little excerpts of the interview, and I believe the way Durk handled the interview was very intelligent, man. He was very smart about how he responded to questions. And it seemed like he ain't really paying attention to none of that. And I hope that is truly the case. I hope that is truly the case to where Durk is focused on music, even though there's the altercation between, you know, NBA YoungBoy and him, or things that happened in the past between Vaughn and Quando. If he's able to just not care about that, put that to the side, keep doing music, I think he'll be all right. But we ain't trying to have you caught in no Ricos and nothing like that, Durk. Stay away from the street stuff, bro. And that's funny to say to Chicago, people from Chicago, bro. Because all these Chicago 300 boys, 600 boys, that's like, saying that kind of stuff to them is like talking to a wall. You know what I'm saying? They really in this stuff, bro. Like, why you think Lil Reese never popped off, bro? He's too busy being in the streets still. But now, shout out to Lil Reese, shout out Chief Keef, shout out to everybody, man. The whole 300, man. RP Fredo Santana. You get me? Let's get into this video right here, man. Check out my trending playlist too. I think this is what, number 8 on trending for music. I think number 3 on trending overall. Durk, go get the album Almost Healed.
Good morning, Durk. I hope you're doing as well as possible under the circumstances. Can you tell me, where was your mind when you heard the news of your friend Vaughn passing away on November 6, 2020? And then the loss of your brother on June 6, 2021. Wow. That must have been incredibly devastating. I can only imagine how painful that must have been.
So I guess the title Almost Healed is relating to him dealing with his losses, which is kind of interesting to me, because, you know, Chicago, like the Chicago kids, man, they lose people their whole life. Like, they probably got a lot of friends that's already passed just due to the nature of the city, nature of, you know, gang violence. But interesting enough, this is the first time I've seen Durk really talk about his pain like that. I mean, he never really articulated it this way, to where he's really, I mean, naming the title Almost Healed, like he's really going through a healing process right now. Never really saw Durk in that light, because Durk's been losing people his whole life, and he's never really focused on it in the music in terms of, I need to heal. Bro, just keep rapping, keep talking about stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, he lost Chino, OTF Chino, man. The days where Chino was running around with OTF, man, those are the days, bro. Like, I remember 52 bars, Durk. Life ain't no joke, Durk. Durk back in the day, you know what I mean? Running around with OTF Chino. There's a lot of people he lost on his squad, man. Newski, you know what I'm saying? When Newski and him was really going hard, and Newski was really on the come up. I remember those days, man. A lot of the new fans don't know nothing about that.
It's been a year, and I want to know how you feel about the rap beef on top of all the chaos.
I wouldn't even address that.
Despite all this, you continue to be a warrior, a leader in the rap industry, and the voice in your community.
Durk.
And I want you to feel completely safe in this room. Nobody can hurt you. It's okay to express your vulnerabilities and emotions. This is a judgment-free zone, and I encourage you to let your emotions out.
I'm just surprised he's
and
in
express
this.
yourself freely.
He's actually in this light.
Take a deep breath and focus on the present moment. Today is May 26th. Remember that you don't have to go through this alone. I'm here to listen.
Almost healed.
You have the voice in this room.
All right, let's get to it, man.
I want to hear from Durk Banks.
Let's get to the music. Pelle, hey, Pelle coat. Uh-oh, he riding through the rack? Is he riding through the rack right now? Yes, he is.
They scared to come outside. I know why, because they damn sure. 2010 wintertime, Pelle on.
What song is that? They scared to come. Oh, that's the Mo 3.
Shared a room with my cousin, I snuck and told him I had a gun. I do believe in my spirits, can't hop on the spirit that fly too long. You too niggas trying to paint a picture of me, it never lasts too long. Not too much on violence, I'm silent, I'm glad you gone. If you got a name and you stand on business, you can't be the first to fold. Bro got a body, but Brody got 4 bodies, he the first to told. On my back is a burden, bro in the car, I did it suburban, bro in the track and he hop on the curb, Brody move back.
I love when Durk do that. When he sing, he'll say a word and he like pronounce it in the front. He pronounced it admittedly, said he actually did it working 9 to 5. At one point in time, I think it was an interview, Durk was talking about he worked in the warehouse. I don't know how long that lasted. I think he got like a case right after that. But there's a point that Durk was the only one that I really heard from all them 300 boys that really was like, yeah, I actually had a job at a point in time. Keith never worked. I don't think Reese ever had a job. Fredo never had a job, bro. But Durk, I think Durk did. Durk was talking about a warehouse job he used to work, and that was right before he had his first son, I think.
Ain't know what to say, you know I'm part of my brother now.
Therapy says, so I guess the beginning is a therapy with Alicia Keys. I thought he had 2 different songs lined up. But this is Pelle Cole.
Forever, ever, ever, I'm going to hell. You know I'm part of my brother now, I'm never ever part of my money for funerals, even though they going to hell. For all them niggas they kill. You know I'm part of my brother now, forever, ever, ever, I'm going to hell. You know I'm part of my brother now, I'm never, ever, ever gonna tell. Like why I'ma have a baby on my bitch, I'm different, I'm not crazy.
I don't know, what'd he say? What'd he say, bruh?
Part of my brother now, forever, ever, ever, I'm going to hell.
He said, I'm part of my brother, and then forever, forever, I'm going to hell. Well, why? Why, bruh? Why? Exactly why you showing prayer in a mosque. At the same time, you talking about going to hell, but you showing visuals of you in the mosque.
I send money to jail. I send money for funerals, even though they going to hell.
I send money for funerals, even though they going to hell.
For all them niggas they kill.
For all the dudes they killed.
You know I'm part of my brother now, forever, ever, ever, I'm going to hell.
You know I'm part of my brother and them, forever, forever, I'm going to hell. So basically, he's relating what his brother's done to what he's done. I mean, if this ain't really read between the lines and you know exactly what he's saying, this, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people be thinking stuff just music. But Durk, if anything, is one of the most honest people in his music. You think he just playing, you think it's a joke. No, he talking about real stuff. Oh, Durk never caught up. Durk never did this. Durk's just a rapper. You think? You think, bruh. You think. Only Lord knows what all these kids really did individually in the streets, bro. But Durk be talking about real situations. Like, I remember, what was it? Life Ain't No Joke mixtape where he had a specific bar. He was like, he talked about 2017. He dropped a date. He said, it was like 08. He said 08. He said 08. Caught him slipping. Well, let me try to think of the verse. The verse specifically was him referring to somebody caught him slipping. He said 07 or something. Close range. No aim. He still missed me. Call him slipping. Clip buck 50. The feds listening. Skid it. He said, close range, no aim. He still missed me. What does that mean? Buddy was close range, had a shot at killing Durk, still missed him. And he said caught him slipping. Click $150. Bro, what does that mean? Somebody was close range. They still missed him. But guess what? He caught them slipping. And he said the clip was $150. Then he follows with the feds are listening. What does that mean? That means he's not gonna say anything else. Bruh, like, piece together the puzzles. This isn't like, if y'all haven't realized, reality and music are the same thing nowadays. All the killing these kids are doing in the street, they're talking about it in the music. All the murders, all this and that, it's in the music, bruh. It's just crazy to me, some of the bars, some of the lyrics some of these kids are saying. Bro talking about going to hell and he's praying in the mosque. It's just, sometimes it's very contradicting. You know what I mean? It's like, these guys tend to push one narrative, but the music says otherwise. The visuals say otherwise. I just don't really understand it a lot of times, man. It don't make no sense. And me, honestly, bruh, this is why I believe in Christ. This is why I believe in Jesus. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's the only association, call it whatever, people are not using the word religion, that it's not up to what you do to be saved. You not hear what he said in the bar? He talked about, listen to what he said.
I think it's cool. A lot of people in the trenches say they hate me. I hate you too. I send money to jail. I send money for funerals, even though they going to hell. For all them that they kill.
I send money to funerals, even though they going to hell. For all the people they killed. The misconception in the world and reality and tied to faith and belief is that if you do wrong, you're eternally punished for wrong. He's talking about killers going to hell because they've killed. In my personal opinion, bro, that's a very preliminary form of belief, because Christianity guarantees it's not about what we do. It's not about the mistakes we make as humans. We're still always going to be in the flesh. We live in the flesh. But that does not take away from your salvation. In his mind, I've killed somebody, I gotta go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Christianity doesn't, that's not the practice of Christianity. It's about forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Asking for it at least, and then you'll be forgiven. Honestly, I don't think anything can separate us from God's love. No matter the bad you do, God loves us that much to where I don't think he's eternally damned you. But he's so adamant on, man, my brothers kill people, they going to hell. And I'm part of my brothers, so I'm going too.
You know I'm part of my brother now, forever, ever, ever, I'm going to hell. You know I'm part of my brother now, I'm never, ever, ever gonna tell. Like, why I'ma have a baby on my bitch, I'm different, I'm not crazy. Man, Brody died cause he beat up a goofy man, this shit nothing about Asian. Why you praising niggas who told on Brody, no man, you niggas too crazy. When Thang died, a nigga died, another nigga died, we thangin'. You the same nigga told me your block ain't shit, them boys fugazi. When you think about it, you the same nigga, shoot shit, you niggas is crazy. When I'm in the rack, if I ain't going to Tay-Town, I'ma slide on Damon. What you doing in the trenches, Brody, when they want you dead and they know that you famous? Morning time, I get on my knees, I pray to Allah. Forgive me for the shit that I did, and let me get closer to my kin.
Hey, this is the stuff we need to hear, Durk. This is what we need, man. More positivity in the music, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And Durk's like the head general in terms of a lot of this drill stuff, bro. If he changes the narrative, a lot of kids will change the narrative just because he's Durk.
Can you protect all my friends? They scared to come outside, and we ain't. I know we ain't scared. I know what we did.
He talking about being scared to come outside, bro. You was a multi-millionaire, dog. Who cares about going outside, bro? Trying to slide on the ops. Let that stuff go, Durk. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of contradiction in the music nowadays. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to just be one to just go along with music and say things. Oh, it's trending. It's hard, man. Durk. You know, a lot of reactors tend to just buy into the music and don't really have any substance or things to talk about outside of it. Oh, hey, you drop it. But they don't pick apart the reality we're living in to where it's a spiritual warfare we really in, bro. A lot of the stuff going on, man, y'all think it's so surface level, but it's not. It's deeper than that. It's the battle for your soul, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's life after this life. There's life after death, man. What life you want to partake in after it, that's really up to you. But I mean, Christianity, man, is the way. Is the way. I mean, honestly, just like if you don't believe in God, or you have some type of contention when it comes to religion, just do research and weigh them out on what makes more sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are Muslim. I'm not gonna sit here and have a whole religious conversation, but my only thing is, you know, the logic behind Christianity to me is the fact that I don't have to do anything to be saved as long as I believe. It's not up to me. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I can never be perfect. You know, what other logic or greater sense is there in that? I'm not a perfect person. So I lay it all down to give it to Christ and God, knowing that it's not up to me. They've already won the battle. Whereas I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, what other religion specifies or kind of details what you don't have to do? All the other ones are very Old Testament in the sense of like it's certain laws you have to follow. It's a list. Do this, do this, do this, do that. But who's perfect? Nobody's gonna abide by the list fully. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me if I stray from the list, then I'm done? I don't know, man. I pray for a lot of these kids coming up in inner cities, a lot of these youth, because continuous killing, continuous fighting. I don't know, man. If anything, that therapy session with Alicia Keys should kind of detail things along these lines. To a lot of these rappers don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be an advocate for godly things, but at the same time, still push fleshly matters. You know, it doesn't matter. You can't double dip, bro. You got to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got to be in something. You got to be both feet on this side or something, bro. You can't, oh, well, I pray, and then we going to slide on the ops. Like, you know, I really pray for a lot of figures that are in the public eye to where they have a lot of influence, because honestly, they can really create change if they push a certain narrative. So let me know y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. I know I said a lot, and honestly, I didn't even expect this video to go in this direction, but man, picking apart the lyrics, man, you gotta listen to what these folks say. Instead of, oh man, Lil Durk dropped the song, I'm gonna check it out. Okay, what is he talking about in the lyrics? Quit being brainwashed out here, man. Quit being brainwashed by just content because it's popular content.